Hey guys, just want to show you what I've been up to today. Took a little break from making patches and cutting out rust and decided I'm going to make myself a car remote starter. So I had a push button kicking around. Some PVC piping, a little rubber grommet here, another rubber grommet here, which is actually a throttle cable dust cover on a Harley Davidson. They actually go right here on the throttle cables, but I don't have them on there. I like just having the chrome. I don't like the goofy looking rubber on there, so I incorporated it into my new remote starter, and just had some wire sheath that I put old speaker wire that's just old speaker wire, two big alligator clips, or they're not big, but they're bigger than your standard alligator clip, but they're nice for a car. You put the negative on the S terminal on the starter, and then you put the positive on the battery. Red to positive, black to the S terminal. So yeah, I was kicking around doing that today, and I'm about to go use it, start up my car. I usually start the car up once every 2 weeks. I try not to leave it much longer than that. I have not started it up though in a while, so I'm going to get out there and start it up, and then I'll show you something else that I've been doing today. Okay guys, cheers. We'll talk to you soon. Hello. Well, I thought I'd show you the motor that I got in this car right now. This is the engine that came with the car. It is a 350 Chevy. Nothing special. I have big plans for it though. It'll be coming out of here and being rebuilt. I have all the parts to do that. I got aluminum heads going on her. Have them inside, aluminum manifold, Holley carburetor, cam, just the normal stuff. But this is what she sat like when I picked her up. And what I've been on to is making this battery tray. The battery tray in this car was rotted right out, so I went ahead and took a piece of stainless and made me up a battery tray. It came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. I just got a piece of newspaper there because I don't want to have to dig into my fender. I'm gonna put a piece of rubber in here, probably some car molding or something that'll save this from digging into my fender here. These things rot underneath the battery tray, I guess because of all the battery acid over the years. So there was a hole under there that I had patched. That was the very first patch that I put in this car. So there you have it. The motor's coming out. I'm gonna redo the engine bay. I'm gonna straighten out the, what do they call that? The firewall, where the heater box is. I'm gonna delete all that heater box and all that. There's not gonna be any heat in this car. I don't intend to drive it in the winter, so I'll show you the badge that's on the car. I really don't know what all that means. I'm gonna have to do a search on the internet on what all this means. I do know it's got to do with it being a 1969 Nova with a 350 or 8-cylinder and the color code of the paint that came on here originally. This car has got an original Muncie 4-speed 12-volt posi traction rear end with a Hurst shifter, 4 on the floor, as they say. Hey, if anybody knows what all that coding is, if you want to leave me a message and fill me in, that would be great. I'm sure I'll find it on the internet, but if someone happens to know and they want to relay the information, that'd be greatly appreciated. Well, I'm gonna go in and get the battery and fire this puppy up. I like to start it once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to keep everything running. So I'm due for an engine startup. I'll bring you back when we're there. Alright guys, cheers. Well, that ain't working for me. Went to start her up, she fired. Next thing you know, gas is pissing out everywhere. Squirting out like a frickin' sewer pipe through this hole right here. I know nothing about these quadri-deck carburetors. I don't know if there's a piece missing, but I don't know how it could be missing when no one should have been under here touching this thing, and it's been just sitting while I've been doing the work. Maybe these gaskets are all dried out. It's an old sucker, right back into the 60s, this carburetor, 69. Turn her over one more time, see if she pisses out again. Yeah, there she comes. Well guys, I got to get into searching out what this thing is, why it's leaking, and guess we're not starting her today. It's like 8 o'clock at night. Be dark within an hour or so. But, well, there's my motor. That's what's in it, a 350 small block. I'm going to build her up. I got all the parts, heads, manifolds, carburetors, cams. I just got to get pistons and rings. Got all new aluminum pulleys, aluminum water pump, all nice polished aluminum stuff. It's all going in. It's going to be beautiful. It's not going to be too heavy duty, but it's going to wake the motor up. Again, my car badge, if anybody knows what those codes are, let me know. The
This car is a Nova SS. It is 350 SS. It has a 12-bolt posi rear end, 4-speed Muncie transmission. I don't know what the gear ratio is. I haven't looked that far yet. This car is pretty new to me, and during the winter I didn't work on it at all. It was stored for the winter time, and this is my first time getting out at it. So there you go, guys, another bit of a lowdown on my 1969 Chevy Nova. Cheers.